Hi, welcome to my show, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. So, today's topic is about conflict and how we are having a plethora of it on YouTube. Like, as far as people I know, people who have supported me and subscribed to me. And I've noticed that there's just been a lot of turmoil within groups of people. So, I'm here today to put a stop to it. Yeah, right. But I am here today to talk more about it and find out exactly what we can do to bring about some peace in this group of people well, trolls, I guess you want to call it, because most people have just turned into trolls, and what we can do to bring some harmony among us. So I've noticed if people, new people start coming around, it's like, they're the targets. And it seems like that, a lot of people just get really, really hurt very, very easily. And they do very nefarious things to get back at people. And it's almost as if, like, just for so long for myself, I have just let things slide, let things, slip under the rug. And the only thing wrong with that is that things actually get way, way worse. Give me just a second. Okay, so I'm trying to figure this out. So, what's up, Poon? What's up, freaks? So, I'm just kind of figuring this out. So, what's the trend? Well, it seems like that my content varies quite a bit. I have a little something for everyone. And I'm also seeing a trend with other people that one little thing bothers them. And instead of going to that person and saying, hey, this bothered me, um, and then the person making it right, it's almost just as if that people will jab and smear the name and just be mean, just bully. And I noticed that tonight, as a matter of fact. And I think somebody has my picture up on their screen. I'm kind of looking over because this one particular person is trying to start fights with people. And it's not just me, and the people who are backing him are shit people. They do shit things to certain people, and then they fabricate lies so that it deflects from them. People are saying that I was doxing. I don't dox. Doxing means that I search for somebody's information. And I've said this in the past, but it keeps coming up that I search for people's information and I nefariously put it out there for the public to see. I've never done that before. Why? Because I'm not malicious, because I don't want to do negative things like that. That is dangerous, and it's definitely not something that I prefer. I don't want to put people's lives in danger, even if I don't like them. Can you imagine that? Even if I don't like them. However, there's many people here that if they don't like you, they will try and hurt you. So there's some people I wish I just never had met before because they're very, very dangerous. And I don't appreciate it at all. I actually don't even appreciate a lot of people in this community. And there's a lot of people that I do like. I've seen it happen where, I have people come into my chat and I'm like, this is where, there's good people out here. It's not all negative. But I will say that somebody got triggered today. Okay. They got real triggered. And this is how it goes. See, I put it in my Discord server just so that I could have a documentation of it, because these little things turn into big things. So if I don't address them while they're little, they're going to compile. And that's what happened with the whole oh, Shelly lied about this situation. And then it just kind of spiraled out of control where everybody was believing that I lied about it. And a lot of people have believed that, oh, Shelly just, they've painted this picture of me that Shelly just lies about things when I don't. And a lot of people will start to believe that. And it's very frustrating because I don't want to defend myself and I don't want to explain myself ever, because what I do and say in my life, I'm doing to the best of my ability. I'm doing it out of what I think is best at that time, at that very moment. I have good intentions. I try to do the next right thing. I try to be an example for people. And yes, of course, I do get upset. I do. And when I do get upset, what I want to do sometimes is do back to them exactly what they did to me, because there's this whole golden rule where, okay, so you do unto others as you want them to do unto you. Well, they've done it to me for no reason. So I feel like that I should do it back to them, but I shouldn't do it back to them because that's not the best way to be as a human being. But there's a lot of shit people out here, and I am really glad that I'm not one of them. So there's somebody saying, oh, Shelly dogs this chick named Chicky. No, I didn't. I don't even know her name. I don't know anything about her whatsoever. I know that her boyfriend is a shithead. And he loves to dox. Oh my gosh, he loves to dox. Him and his friends do. They think it's hilarious. They think it's so funny and stuff. But these are the types of, I don't know, evil people, I guess, who roam this earth. And we get to have a taste of that, but in I can't even say it's a safe environment, because it's not even that. It's not even that when people go real life. It's no longer safe, even on here. But I will present this to you guys. There's no special group here. All right. And the minute that you guys give them that power and you make them think that they're untouchable is when they begin to become untouchable. So stand up to the bullies. Always say something to them, regardless of how it's going to look, how it's going to feel. If you think that you're in danger, don't do it. But if you think you're not in danger, do it, or just leave them alone. In fact, if you ignore them, it might be a lot better. You see, there's some groups that are saying, ignore Shelly. That's okay. It's fine with me. I don't have to have 100 people in here who say, oh, Shelly used to have 100 people in there. That's fine. Things change in life. I don't even really want to go this whole negative route that people are going. I want to go a positive route. And by that, I mean, like, as far as a class that I'm taking, actually, it's 2 classes and 1 finished. The second one, I did really good in the first class. And so far, I'm doing really great in the second class. Really great, meaning like all hundreds on my papers. Because I like school, I like teaching, I like learning. I don't like bullying. I don't like finding information like people do on other people. I don't like digging up dirt. I don't like threatening people. There's just so much that I choose to not partake in. However, I'm doing really good in my class. Oh my gosh. I want to read something to you guys. My teacher loves me. Loves me. All right, hang on. Do you want to hear about, let's see, how about negotiation? Where's my old papers? The hell? Okay. Discussions here. Let's see. Oh. I'm trying to see which ones that I got. Okay, so I have 600s and 190. I was like, what? What did I do? What did I do wrong? All right, I can read this one to you. So this was on June 22nd. So don't judge a book by its cover and don't judge a person by his or her culture. If we as a society want to live harmoniously, then it is important to learn about cultures. Stereotypes, culture, communication, and similarities and differences all make up topics that we can address and study to reduce the risk of unnecessary conflict. So if you're just joining me, this is my paper that I wrote. And I still don't know how to pronounce her name, but it's Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie gave a speech on TED Talk and attracted 12 million viewers to hear her message. She focused on how some people will take a single story and a culture and formulate an entire stereotypical perception of him or her. She stated power is to make it the definitive story of that person. She also stated that the problem with stereotypes is not that they are untrue, but that they are incomplete. Culture consists of many different factors and characteristics such as race, ethnicity, and language. These attributes shape each person. Therefore, conflict can be coupled with culture because people may not take time to ask questions, listen, and be open to understanding another person. Personally, I have quite often been the minority. I feel like it has helped me to accept people who are unlike me in many ways. Interestingly, Michelle LeBaron stated, culture is inextricable from conflict, though it does not cause it. When differences surface in families, organizations, communities, culture is always present, shaping perceptions, attitudes, behaviors, and outcomes. Okay. Inevitably, proper communications play a huge role in handling conflict, though not all conflict is negative. Felipe has lots of issues properly communicating to his subordinates at a British investment bank. The company had concerns that the complaints that were made could turn into extreme conflicts. I have depended on the Kiersey temperament sorter to help me to speak to speak. Okay, what did I say? To help me to speak the other person's language. After identifying a person by their type through my educated guess, I am more apt to communicate with that person according to their personality type. It has been a beneficial tool for me. We all have similarities with each other. We may share the same interests in foods, have similar interests in music, or similar nonverbal cues while communicating. Taking the time to really get to know others in my social setting displays a sincere way of showing understanding and respect. Cultures have many differences. Conflict may occur because a sense of understanding gets lost or was never found. Michelle LeBaron said cultural groups may share race, ethnicity, and nationality, but they also arise from cleaves of generation, socioeconomic status, sexual orientation, ability, and disability, political, and religious. One person simply doesn't represent an entire culture. How is it possible to open new doors, create cultural awareness, and avoid cultural conflicts? Let me see what my teacher said about that. Okay, Shelley. I think the basis of the single story grows in our educated guesses, and this is where things can get messy. I agree, no one represents a culture, and yet cultural assumptions exist and have an effect not only on interpersonal communication, but larger policies and practices. I do think we start with self and what one wants or needs others to know, and what we create space to learn. That was very nice of her. So that was like one of the first papers. I think it's the first or second paper that I wrote. So out of 100 points, I got 100 points. And that includes a couple of other critiques that I have to do on other people's papers that they wrote. So I would read theirs and not really critique it, but just comment on it and, give them my input. Hey, no, come here. Come here. So let's see. What else? I'll just drop a link. See if you guys want to come up. I think that there's a whole lot of endorphins that are released when people go to the panels that are very drama laden, and it seems that it's almost just like a drug, like you're getting your fix, depending on how juicy the drama gets on any particular panel. But at the same time, people are getting hurt when there's a battle going back and forth between others. And, you know, it's almost as if it's so sad. Like, okay, so people will go to the very first thing that they can think of to hurt somebody, and that is to like put a picture up, like a defaming picture of them up, or possibly dox them, or you know, say lies about them, show information about them. So those are hurtful things. And you know, yeah, I was thinking, let me just get this dude back for putting a defaming picture of me. Let me get one and put a defaming picture of him. But I'm glad I didn't do it. And because I don't want to stoop to that level. And it really would be a low level to stoop to, because it happens often. Yeah, too much. So a new person who I met, a new chick who I met just recently, read the book that I loaned her, and that book is the Four Agreements. She did ask me what happened to the pages, and I told her that my bunny decided that he wanted to chew the pages. So that's what happened to the pages. Just saying. She loved the book. Her and I had a discussion afterwards about it, and she appreciated it. And she actually, you know, could remember some things that she had read that she had taken away from it, like that had resonated with her, kind of like something you would highlight in a book. Because when I read, unless it's like a library book or something, I always highlight things or write things in it while I'm reading it, just so that I'm actively reading instead of just passively reading and possibly not even remembering what I read. So I do like to actively read. I think that's really important to do. So it just kind of made me feel so happy inside that she decided that she wanted to take on the challenge and read it. When I explained it to her that it's a really great book and she'll really learn a lot about how to balance her life by understanding the concepts in it. Evil Terry, poor Rick Crude has not eaten today. How does that make you feel? That makes me feel really sad. Yeah, that sucks. I don't know. Should we Cash App? Should I put his Cash App up or something? I'm not sure what you're wanting me to do, Evil Terry. How can I solve this? I mean, I can't save the world. I can't feed everybody who's hungry, but I can certainly try and get help for the person. That's pretty much all I can do if he's requesting that. Or he could even possibly go live and put up his Cash App, which probably be the more responsible thing to do, don't you think? Huh, Evil Terry? Do you agree with that or not? I'm just wondering. I mean, why in the hell would you even think that like I could possibly do anything when I don't live next door to him? I don't even live 5 minutes from him. And I wouldn't drive any further than that to go see him. In fact, I wouldn't even go see him at all. You know, I hope he starves. Could he do that? Maybe that would make everybody feel better about him. What do you think, Evil Terry? Do you have a problem with him starving? If not, then you can go do something about it, because I'm not doing shit for him. Okay? I don't care about him, nor do I care about what he's eaten or hasn't eaten on any particular day. Thank you for stopping by. Goodbye. See, if I had blocked him just then, you guys would have heard. You know what I mean? Cowboy, what's going on, Trumpy? Hello there. So this is a nice little cozy chat. The link is pinned. If anybody dares come up, then you can definitely have a, hey, the mask didn't slip, buddy. Okay? Go live another life, right? because you've already passed one by being in here, okay? Your troll died, right? It didn't exist after you had already said it. So I win, you lose, you have 8 left. The mask slips. It slipped. Come up on the panel and tell me the mask slips. How would you like that? Huh? How would you like to see it really happen in real life? Idiots. Evil Terry's got nothing else better to do but come in and start shit, knowing that if he says his name in here, that I would probably get pissed off because you realize what he threatened to do to me. Do you, Evil Terry? So I hope the fuck he does starve, at least for one day, at least for 3 days. You can go 3 days without eating. Go tell him that. Go tell him to go starve. If he wants to tell people to that he's going to off them. How do you feel about that, Evil Terry? Why would you even promote him? You're just as bad as he is. That's your reputation. Being associated with the evil, with people who threaten people to have them killed. So, yeah, you need to be sorry. Yeah, you should be sorry. You should have said that 2 comments ago. Dumbass. I fucking hate trolls. I hate them. You guys, seriously, I cannot take this anymore. This whole fucking animosity stuff that you guys have is ridiculous. I can't go in a chat without somebody saying something to me. You know, Hello Starlight hasn't done anything to Rada. Rada's a POS, no doubt about it. I can definitely attest to that. Many times has he treated me very badly and I've taken him back. Never for me to be done for it to happen again. He will never come up on my panel again. If he does come into the backstage, I'm going to block him and I'm not going to unblock him. And I have good reasons for this. Everybody would agree with me, okay? Including potential managers that I may or may not have in the future. If you can't take it, get off YouTube and stop. No, it doesn't have to be on YouTube. Okay, Mr. Sock account. And you know what? The next time you come in here, make sure it's a name that I recognize. Okay, because if you were new, you wouldn't be coming in here and saying this. So you can F off with that. Banned. All right, let's go into the next. No, you can't be my manager, Terry, because I actually, I don't know, need a cooler manager who's funny. Okay, you're not funny at all. And I might just have to do a video on you just for that, for this conniving shit you brought in here today. Everybody was doing just fine until you came in and started this. Everything was perfect. And then you showed up and it all went to hell. Congratulations. Win for Evil Terry. Good going. Good going. You're awesome, dude. I probably have some stuff to read to you guys that's better than anything that's going on with him, because I definitely don't think that he is even cognizant of what's good and what's evil. Actually, I don't even think he knows what's good and what's evil. I got some more papers coming up soon. I kind of wanted to write them on a live stream. That'd be pretty fun. I'm just so good at this. All right, what else? The third side. Let me see here. Where are they all? Oh my gosh, you're so stupid. Why do you guys bully me? What is it about me that is so fascinating? Seriously. You're standing up to me. I'm not a bully. Get down from there. Down. get down. Stop it. See, you guys got my bunny all hooked up in the head. Evil Terry, you're going to have to step out. I think Terry's pretty funny. Dino, no, your thoughts are incorrect. We are watching everyone. You still crying. You're crying, son. You are. And until you come into your, now you're bullying the rabbit. No, no, not at all. You heard wrong. Eat that. You're so stupid. Come in under your real name, people. You're so, like, scared. What are you so scared of? You wish, man. Just, I don't even know. Just you wish. Just keep wishing, all of you. All right. This is going to be a real show now. For real. I got something to say about people. I got something to say. I got something to say about y'all. Hang on, I got something to say. Just give me a second. You're going to love it. Oh my gosh, you're going to fucking love this. You love it. Oh, I just wish there's one thing I could alter in it. I really do. Oh, man. Especially after today. I wish I could add something or actually alter it. Damn. You're going to you might like this a lot. I'm being serious. Okay? So, yeah. Here it is. Hold on. Being serious right now. Okay? This is something that has to be played. Hold on. You have me blocked. Good. Because you're probably that stupid AC and you deserve to be blocked because you abuse women. You yell at them and call them names. You're no better than Rick Crude and his 15-year-old wife. Sorry to say, buddy. You know, my hands are tied on this one. You actually need to better yourself and stop running around and thinking that you're this new tyrant on the block and that you have the last say for everything. I do, son. I do. You can go tell your boy that too, Evil Terry. I have the last word. Tell him. See what he says. All right? See if he has something to say about that. Do you have anything to say about that? I didn't think so, because I got the last word. Punk. All right. Guys, stop distracting me. I'm trying to do something here. I'm trying to put on a show for you people. Share the screen. Okay. Guess if I have to.
Do she still want random?
Oh man, I wanted to get a clip of that. Hold on. And they like to suck random dick. Tonic likes to suck random dick. Authority Check likes to suck random dick. Asmar likes to suck random dick. Steph likes to suck random dick. Katie likes to suck random dick. Rick Kroon likes to suck random dick. Rada does not like to suck random dick.
Rada likes to suck.
Lawless likes to suck
Rada
random
likes
dick.
to suck random dick. Rada likes to suck random dick.
Did I already say Tonic likes to suck random dick? Andrew likes to suck random dick. Ace B likes to suck random dick. Golden Eyes likes to suck random dick. Corrosive likes to suck random dick. Sasquatch likes to suck random dick.
That's pretty cool on the board with the green and green.
Who did I miss?
Black and black. I don't know. It's cool to me.
Asmar likes to
Just
suck
look random dick. I think I have to go through the list again. I don't. You guys might.
Shiva likes to suck random dick.
Hold on. This is very important.
Really? Noah did not even crack a smile. Why do she still want random dick? Random random dick. See, y'all make me crazy. You guys did this to me. No way that I became this without the trolls. The trolls have influenced me in a crazy way. Why? Because it's funny. It's funny.
It's not funny.
And they like to suck
Not funny.
random dick. Tonic
There you go.
likes to suck random dick. Authority check likes to suck random dick. Asmar likes to suck random dick. Steph likes to suck random dick. Katie likes to suck random dick. Rick Kroon likes to suck random dick. Rada does not like to suck random dick. Wallace likes to suck random dick. Did I already say Tonic likes to suck random dick? Andrew likes to suck random dick. Ace B likes to suck random dick. Golden Eyes likes to suck random dick. Corrosive likes to suck random dick. Sasquatch likes to suck random dick.
Fairy Goddess likes to suck random dick. Nevaeh likes to suck random dick.
Who did I miss? Asmar likes to suck random dick.
Steph likes to suck random dick.
Shiva likes to suck random dick. Stop me. Stop me. Paige. Never mind.
Paige likes to
Let's
suck
listen to
random
early
dick.
2000s trance. Why? So I can get, even worse, in a worse situation with YouTube, because they are just cracking down on stuff. They are insane. They are sucking random dick.
YouTube.
God, that's
likes
great
to
shit.
suck
Oh my
random
gosh.
dick.
I think I need to get off here. I'm stuck. Stuck, guys. Fairy Goddess likes to suck random dick.
Fairy Goddess.
Larry Miller likes to suck random dick. Rada likes to
What's a Sasquatch or
Suck
sex
random
dick. Sex Squatch likes to eat random tits.
By the way, that person that you were talking about that you thought was a doc,
Shut
that's not a
up,
doc. That's the guy's
fucking
YouTube name.
asshole.
What is he about? Like, what's this guy? Is he a
Well, we lost him. He's
messenger?
he's over on somebody else's panel now.
He's such a shit stirrer. He's no good for anybody. I don't understand. Like, seriously. Even when he thinks he's good with me, he's still stabbing me in the back when he is friendly with other people. Would you like me to send you some of my pills? No, because that's not the real you, probably. And I'm going to ban you for that. Just for that. Random seems to get a lot of action. Mm-hmm. Random dick. Good show, guys. Good show. Awesome. I think it's too late to drink a Monster. And I don't have a Monster. I didn't drink one all day, today, yesterday, or the day before. So that's really good because too much caffeine is bad. And I didn't drink caffeine today at all. I think it's time for a sleep stream. Because I'm very angelic
when I'm sleeping. And, you know, I'm not like Corrosive, where man, Corrosive is a little dick, dude. He definitely likes to suck random dick. Corrosive Commentary is a bitch. And I'll tell you why. Get sound clips ready. Corrosive Commentary was on a panel with me. And he was at Rada's with me. And all of a sudden, he's like, hey, Katie, whenever you want to come up. He's a shit stir. He likes the fighting. Corrosive, get a life. I mean, you're this like 60-year-old dude who's still online inciting fights. Like, don't you have a family? Why don't you go be with them? It's weird. Just that statement alone was so strange. I don't know if anybody else picks up on things that he says to them, but listen to him. And if he's mad at you, listen to the kind of things that he says. He's so passive aggressive. What a fucking freak. He definitely gets that random dick. It's just sad, man, to see somebody like that, where you know that he can do better than how he's doing. Yes, I am an angel, so best believe. And I don't snore that I know of. So there's the answer to that, Mr. Terry Man. Mr. Terry Man. He thinks he is the man, but I know that I'm better than he thinks I think I am, that you think I am, or whatever. And Terry is the man. That was a good song. Where's Truth Finder? Nobody wants to come to my panel. Y'all can all just go off somewhere. Don't ever talk to me again. I'm just kidding. I'm just playing. Probably got nothing to say either. I'm an evil Terry. I don't have nothing to say. Y'all want conflict? Bring it, son. See if I won't squash it right away. Right in your face. I will squash your conflict in your freaking face and make a paper out of it. And score 100 on it. Beat that, boy. You think you got game? I got game. I do, Terry. I got game. Not you, me. Simple fact, man. Simple fact. Look at my honey badger. Do you think he gives a shit about you? He doesn't. In fact, he will devour your evil cat in one sniff. He's that powerful. Just the air that he breathes and gives off, he is deadly. He doesn't give a care about you, dude. He doesn't. You know, the honey badger is what's inside of me. Fearless. Fighting machine. You can't touch me. You can't touch this. Evil Terry. I'm just kidding. I don't fight, you guys. I don't fight. You know, but if I have to, I'll beat you at a battle of wits within seconds. So that's all I have to say about that. I can psychologically F you up if you try and step to me. So I wouldn't do that if I were you, because I have words and I have a way with them. So if anybody wants to think that they can step to this, bring it, son. Bring it, son. Where's your sidekick, Terry? Tell him to bring it, son. He's about as vile as Rick Crude, and you're buddying up with him like in booty partners. Bumping them elbows, bumping them booties. That's what him and the settlement do. Bump booties. You silly asses. Honey Badger loves life. Honey Badger is so full of life, and he just, scavenges. He's a scavenger all day long. He goes and he meets other creatures and he finds food, and he won't give up. He goes after what he wants and he doesn't stop until he gets it. The thing is that I go after what I want and I usually get it because I'm that awesome. So for all you bullies who think I'm not, you might want to check yourself on that one. The survey says that was a lie. Booty bumping. Exactly, Ohio Steve. That's exactly what him and his buddy do. It's very cruel, like for anybody to have to be witnessing that. It's not cute either. Can I get some likes, guys? Seriously. If I don't get 90 people in here within the next 5 minutes, I'm going to shut this down forever. And ever. And ever. Let me see if I have any raps or anything I can pull up. Got some songs coming out. You guys like songs? There's one I wrote. I've been sitting on it for like 6 months. I just keep trying to perfect it. It's like, will it ever be perfect? That's the question. Will it and can it be perfect? What do I like watch? I like to watch a lot of shorts, just variety of things. I like to watch some of these other panels, I guess. I especially like to watch interrogation videos. Crime Circus is one that really stands out. I listen to a lot of astral projection videos, which is actually what got me demonetized, which really freaking sucks. But yeah. Oh, it was really nice that Tonic had a change of heart. Never saw this soft side of him. Let's see if we can pull that up. Idiot. What a dummy. He caved in. He became nice. Oh no. Oh no. Could it have really happened? Oh wow. And it did. Mm-hmm.
Right now would be the same stress that Shelly was under when fake rape allegations were made against her.
Yeah, most likely. And she's probably still suffering with it.
You kind of know how she feels.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because that kind of sucked for her too.
Yep. But I ain't gonna have her come on my channel and fucking clout chase. I know exactly why she was there. She knows exactly why she's there.
No, that's fine.
I don't think you should. I don't think you should apologize. I wish you guys would just stop. Just leave it.
I mean, I think
stress you're under right now would be the same stress that Shelly was under when fake rape allegations were made against her.
Yeah, most likely. And she's probably still suffering with it.
You kind of know how she feels.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because that kind of sucked for her too.
Well, you heard it, guys. And did it happen after that? Probably. Probably still had his friends. I mean, they were doing it today, making fun of it and shit. It's so stupid. Whatever. I'm pretty much past this. So you guys want to keep making fun of it. I see what you're doing and I see what you're trying to do. And the sad part is that you're actually putting out words to purposefully try to hurt somebody or bring up the past. Why would you do that? Like, I mean, let's say Evil Terry got ran over on one of his lives, of his 9 lives. If he got ran over, I'm not going to see him the next time and be like, ha, you got ran over, you got fucking mangled, dude. You got, man, all your hairs were all in knots and shit and your paws were all fucking twisting. Do you think I'm going to go off on him like that? No. I'm going to be like, hey, it's good that you're doing good. You got you got your new life. I'm so happy for you that you're, still on this earth tormenting people. But I mean, that's what you do. But I mean, I can only clean my side of the street, and I'm like, well, good for you. You're doing good. Instead of defaming him and berating him. And that's what a lot of people do, is like they hold on to something that is hurtful, that is traumatic in your life, and they will exploit it for their own sick fun. I don't know. I guess I'm just more mature than that. I guess because I don't do that. I just don't feel like the need to do it, and I can't get into the minds of people who do it. It's almost like, people who take somebody's life. I cannot get into those minds. And those are the same types of minds who are on here who are trying to get people to self-harm. It's the same thing. They just haven't gotten caught yet. That's exactly what's happening with a lot of people. They just haven't gotten caught yet. If they're doing things on here like that, they are definitely doing things like that in the real life. No, I wouldn't. And you know what else, Evil Terry? I'm not a bully, and I don't dox people. So you want to go talk to some of your other buddies, you can see that they do, and tell them to shut the F up. My conscience is clean when it comes to the whole doxing thing. Never in a million years would I think of going and looking up somebody's information and putting it out there. Never. Yet people have done it to me time and time and time again. So do you think that it's right for me to go do it to them? No. It's not right to go do it. That's a justified anger. And I gotta get past that. I gotta get past all of these resentments that I have for people. I cannot control how people treat me at all. I cannot control that. So for those who are kind of in the free and clear, that's because you guys don't say anything. The ones who are quiet are the ones who get to skate by. Go do a live panel. Elizabeth K's live panel, was a flop. And only because of the content. The content was that they were bashing Rebel. What? She does that all day. She has to make a panel of it too? Come on, dude. There's other people. There's other things. You don't even have to talk about people. You can talk about other events in the world. You could talk about sports or art. You could talk about the news. You could talk about the education, system, and how the public schools really freaking suck in more ways than 12. 11 people here, and there's other drama going on. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I'm not trying to compete. I just felt like going live because I can. And I have to go to bed now, people, because I have to get up and do stuff. All right. And, if I owe anybody an apology, please let me know. Evil Terry, I have a reputation too. And it's not what the trolls have given me according to their quote people, but it's according to my own actions and what I've done and people have seen. And so many people see through that BS that people have tried to paint onto me for years. They see through it and they're like, that's not Shelly. That's not what she would do. She wouldn't lie about something like that. She wouldn't she wouldn't lie that people say, oh, she doxed. People know that I wouldn't do that. People, there's a lot of things that people have said that I've lied about, my own personal life type things. And the ones who care, are the ones who matter. The ones who don't matter are the ones who don't care. And that's what it comes down to. If you hear somebody talking crap about somebody else, it's either because they just hurt that person or because they're jealous or they're a threat to them or they're a challenge to them. And God forbid if that were to ever happen, because then they have to go and smear their name. And that includes mocking, Well, Jesus was mocked. And we know that. He was hung on a cross. And he knew he was going to be hung on a cross. But he did it for God. He did it for the ultimate sacrifice. And he was a perfect man. So if you are mocked, feel honored, because look who else was mocked, Jesus. Did I say that, Evil Terry? Did I say that? You totally missed the punchline on that. Totally missed it. Stupid. I'm not even going to entertain that question. But I will say that bad things happen to good people. And if you could get through it mentally and emotionally, when bad things happen, you don't just give up or quit or whatever you were doing by being derailed. You will come out as a stronger person. And I don't think we're ever given anything we can't handle. And I'm surprised you're still here, Evil Terry, because I'm talking about God. And usually the light pushes the dark away until the dark is ready to come to the light. So that's what I've noticed. And I notice if people are restreaming me and I know that they don't believe in God, I just talk about God and they're like, oh, I'm not going to watch this. So do something good for yourself. You cannot be Jesus. He is my gardener. Know him very well. So that means that you have like some kind of a statue or something in your garden of Jesus, and that's okay. That may be a place of sanctuary for you, and that's where you choose to go to, think along those lines of worshiping him. So anyway, guys, if you're mocked and stuff, just remember that Jesus was mocked, and Jesus went through like every single problem that we have gone through and so much more. I mean, he took upon all of our sins so that we could be saved. So that's what I try to remember when I'm getting very frustrated, when people are mistreating me. Because they may be mistreating me because their friends are, and they have to fit in. Everybody wants to be included. It's something that we innately need, and that is to be accepted by others. It's very hard to be accepted by others when you don't share views. If they are the type of people who are like that, because there are some who will accept you no matter what. But there are others where it's very limited. Their liking for you is very limited. Why don't you come up here and try doing what I'm doing, Evil Terry? You think this is easy? I mean, you're a co-host. You have somebody there who can take up, a lot of the space with their words. So it's not as easy as it looks. And what I'm trying to do is just to maybe give other people some advice or some insight on what I go through internally and how it may help others. Maybe if they're going through something. Wow, this is great. Okay. Stormy, look, that's cool. That's awesome. Well, if you think I have talent, then that's awesome. I can ride a Vespa too. I don't know if you guys even watch my shorts. You don't get notifications for shorts. That's for sure. They don't send those out, by the way. So you have to watch it here, I guess. I don't know. 17 views. How do I get 5,000 views on one and 17 on another? It makes no sense. This one's pretty funny. I hope you like it so much. Cindy, you don't even know. You've never even known that. Okay. All right, watch this, guys.
How they answer questions about Poster 7, and if they even allow recording inside the building. Here's the thing, guys. I'm pretty sure we can go inside the building of the post office on a plane. Just the post office, as you can see. And I am steering with one hand, driving with another, or holding the camera with the other. This might be the last time I ever do it this way, okay? So take it all in. And the reason for that is because it's difficult. Here's the post office. If you can remember, guys, I do have a video of this place. Because when I came up here, they were doing exercises outside of the building. Recording inside the building. Here's the thing, guys. I'm pretty sure we can go inside the building of the post office on a plane. Just the post office, as you can see. And I am steering with one hand, driving with another, or holding the camera with the other. This might be the last time I ever do it this way, okay? So take it all in. And the reason for that is because it's difficult. Here's the post office. If you can remember, guys, I do have a video of this place. Because when I came up here, they were doing exercises outside of the building.
I love that song. It's so hype. So that's true. When I was at the post office one day, it was closed, and I looked outside of it, and all I could see were these people doing exercises. Literally like 8 people doing all kinds of different, more like dance moves, but they were exercises. It was pretty cute and all. Needless to say, I didn't do my audit on that day, so I had to go back, and that's where this one came in. And you can watch it on my stream, or I mean on my channel, not on my stream because you're watching the stream now, but you can watch it on my channel. And it's about the, you can look up racism, and it'll show you that it's about this girl who made a racist remark about me when I was doing the audit. So it's on that video, you guys. Okay, it's on my channel. Anarchic chick. That's how Honest Abe says it. Anarchic chick. And I think that is actually how it is pronounced properly. So there's that. What is this? The Blair Witch Best. It was kind of all over the place, wasn't it? Well, I saw Truth Finder, and guys, go to his channel, subscribe to him, and hit the notification because he needs some support. I like his streams. He doesn't do the, prank calling as much as he used to, but he does have people on his panel. He does try and help. He's trying to help Dylan. Dylan's been having some problems, and Dylan's acting out by lashing out at Truth Finder. Truth Finder is the one who's trying to help him out, and I don't appreciate that. So Dylan, dude. So go over to Truth Finders and subscribe. He's really good. I've been watching a lot of his shows. So he was riding around his town. I almost got a panic attack because the way that he was riding was on the wrong side of the street. And this was over in England. So I guess, obviously that's normal because that's the way they drive. But geez, I almost thought that I was just going to freaking fall out watching that. It was really scary. And I guess that he was kind of articulating the way that it is like proper to drive in England and the rules that they have that we are unaware of. Now, I have seen motorcycles driving in between cars when there's a traffic jam. I used to ride Vespas for 22 years, and I never did that because I was afraid somebody would be mean like a troll and open the door or something. So I would just generally drive normally. My Vespas went up to, like, the one that I had went up to 85 miles an hour. So I would take it on the interstate. And the other ones, the first one I had went to 50. The second one went, let's see, second one went 150. The third one went 85. And then the fourth one went 70, I think. 70, pretty much 65, but 70 downhill. And that's the one that I got stolen, actually. My first one was stolen as well. And they found it, but it was totaled. It was they tried to unlock it and they broke it. They broke the triple tree. So that steering column was going to cost too much to fix it. I had insurance on that, so that was cool. I was able to get another one, and that was awesome. But as far as the way that he drives, it's like, I just don't, I mean, good for him. He has more courage, I guess, and maybe the drivers are just used to that type of, manner of driving and getting through traffic. Do they have even traffic signs and traffic lights? Maybe I missed that part, but I didn't see any. I could only see how people would maneuver their way across the street in any fashion that they could. So there were a lot of bicyclists. And that is different from here. Evil Terry asks, what makes you an anarchist? Well, I guess the better question would be, are you an anarchist? And my answer to that would be, I like a lot of what anarchy theorizes, but I'm moving more toward going toward the grain. Instead of going against the grain, I'm going toward the grain. In other words, trying to fit into society in a better way than to be on the outskirts of it, and which that is where anarchy stands. Anarchy stands in a way that goes against the grain, goes against the norm of the majority of people, the government, basically, voting. So anarchy goes against that, because with anarchy, there are no rulers. Well, I can't make that happen, right? There's going to be rulers. There just are. And there's enough of us to take it down. But do I like the ideas of it? Yeah, I do. Okay. But I feel that it would be an impossible task to be able to try and do that. Plus, it's illegal to even talk about like plotting against the government. That's totally illegal. Trust me, I read up on it. Just saying. But I do want to vote. I definitely want to vote for DeSantis. I think he's the guy for us. I think he's fantastic. Love him so much. Just his presence just makes me feel like so happy inside, as if I feel safe and secure with him and his leadership. What was the recent with him? What's the latest in the news? Where's he going to be rallying? That's what I want to know next. Which I would love to go. See, there we go. See, I don't know. Look, if I see a first and last name, I don't know if it's a doc's name or not. I mean, how am I supposed to know? You'll need to figure that out. Contact me if something's happening, okay? Nefariously. Don't be nefarious, people. Just don't do this, please. It's better to be kind to each other. Let me see. What is he doing these days? I don't want to hear anything that's negative about him, though. Practically all the news stations are talking negatively about him. Sometimes they're sounding the alarm on Ron DeSantis. What? Don't be like this, dude.
Some Republicans are sounding the alarm on Ron DeSantis' sagging presidential campaign as his top opponent, Donald Trump, continues to dominate in the polls. A spokesperson for a super PAC backing DeSantis admits the Florida governor faces an uphill battle to beat the former president. But today, DeSantis is laughing off the criticism.
Good.
What's going on with your campaign?
Oh, Maria, these are narratives. The media does not want me to be the nominee. I think that's very, very clear. Why? Because they know I'll beat Biden.
Joining us to discuss, Vanity Fair special correspondent.
Yes, I know you will, DeSantis.
Political commentator and Republican strategist Alice Stewart. Alice, we saw the governor laughing off the question.
Yes, he
if you
did.
were advising DeSantis, you've advised a lot of Republican campaigns over the years. Would you be laughing right now?
Well, look, the narrative that his campaign has had a failure to launch, I think, are really off base, because you have to look at the polls. He has been in a steady and distant, far ahead of the other candidates, second place in this race in the primary, and he's $150 million raised, and that money is going to be spent very quickly to put ads on the air, boots on the ground, and gas in the tank for him to deliver his message. So
that's right.
People that are critical of how he's launched, I think, need to just sit back and wait and see how he engages. A lot of people are tuned out. Things will really pick up as we get to the debate next month, and he's able to debate the candidates head to head. And he also mentioned in that interview he does plan to debate. So I think it's a little premature to write how this campaign is going. But there's a lot of time and a lot of campaigning to do between now and January.
Very good. Yeah, of course he's going to laugh it off. He's not going to let people get to him. You think I have trolls? He has 1,000 times more trolls than I do. And as far as like with Trump, okay, well, Trump is a showman. He's over at Dairy Queen handing out blizzards. He's making jokes with people, but DeSantis, he's serious about what he's talking. Like, he's serious about when it comes to leading a country. He's writing bills. He's making sound advices as far as like in our state, in Florida. Do you really think that he's going to continue that? I mean, let's make America Florida again. Can we do that? Can we do that, please? I mean, it's like, dude, like, okay, well, he's raising money. Good. That means that he's going to be doing traveling and campaigning, and he has to have hotels and all this crap. Food, unlike Rick Crude, who decides that he would rather starve than buy food. Yeah, make America Florida, Joshua Lee. Can we do that? Wouldn't that be a great place to live? Yeah, you just don't want rules. That's the problem, anarchist. Not bad. That's funny, right? Well, at least you don't want random dick. That would be a sad story for you if you wanted that. Ron DeSantis. What else can we watch about him? That would be worth staying up for. You're a joke. What's up, too? Whoopsie. Stay over there. I guess I told you off, Joshua Lee, didn't I? Huh? Is that what just happened here? I think so.
New tab. Okay, cool. Let's watch this. New tab. Is this new? Is this something new? Okay, let's see what this is. Graph is indicative of a bigger problem. Yeah, sure. Where's the video? Okay. What's this one? I have to go to people. Ron DeSantis, you are very well loved. When was this? Attacks DeSantis? Hell no! Son of a bee. What's the volume? Oh.
I will end the Biden assault on ethanol. I will end and stop Biden's inflation nightmare. This is an inflation nightmare. Every Iowan also needs to know that Ron DeSantis totally despises Iowa ethanol and ethanol generally. Ending the renewable fuel standard was one of his top priorities as a member of Congress. He wanted to end it. DeSantis opposed my China tariffs, the ones where I gave you $28 billion, by the way, and that was just a small portion of what we took in. We took in hundreds of billions of dollars from China. Do you think they like me? Not too much. Very simply, DeSantis sided with the communists in China. I sided with the farmers in America. Does that sound good?
So there you have it, guys. Another jealous candidate running for president. Jealous of DeSantis' greatness, of his glory, and his leadership skills. That's where Trump stands with DeSantis. We see it all the time here on the internet. People get jealous, and that's when they start having the feuds. Well, you don't see DeSantis going at Trump. So we know who the jealous one is. Do you guys, please tell me you do see this, right? Conspiracy music, what's up? The only difference between Florida and an oven is that the oven doesn't produce cereal. Oh, yeah, I saw that. Whatever. Y'all suck. Yeah. So that's my guy. It's definitely somebody with whom I will vote because I believe in him. And I want to hear him speak. I want to hear what he's claiming, what he's all about, what he stands for. Don't believe everything Trump says, you guys. Oh my gosh. He's jealous. Just remember that. He's jealous. Because he's jealous, he's going to make up lies. And he can do that. Even if people fact check him, doesn't matter. He has the whole state believing him. The whole state of Iowa, because he says he doesn't like you. It's so immature. So right there, oh, he doesn't like us? Then anything he has to say is going to be irrelevant. So think of it that way, guys. You know, that's the manipulation that he has over the Iowans. You know, they're important too. Just because, you know, I mean, Trump is messing with the Iowans' heads. The Iowans need to know the truth. And it's to not
vote for Trump. But they're getting brainwashed, and I feel sorry for them because he is pretty convincing because he's funny. I don't think he's funny. I think he's a douchebag, just like corrosive commentary. Corrosive commentary is a douchebag as well. He would never make it in any political realm whatsoever because of his behavior on the internet. Period. So keep trying, buddy. Keep trying with your allies who are shite anyways. Joshua Lee, nightmares in other states are just visions of what's really going on in Florida. Hey, we got this shit together. That's the thing, you know. Florida's nice. I like it there. I almost read it and I thought it said here. I was like, wait, what? Yeah, he really likes it here. And so do a lot of other people, Joshua. So if you ever came to Florida, maybe you would see how it really is. Now, of course, I'm not going to say there's no crime, there's no homelessness, because there is. But for the majority of the people, we are happy. And that's what this life is all about. Happiness. Because God wants us to be happy. So look at how you treat people, and then you will realize how happy you really are. Because how you treat people is an inner and outer reflection of how you feel inside. Just saying. You know, Vital, he's always coming around quoting people and stuff or whatever. So that's good because it holds us accountable for the things that we say. But I wish he'd go around and hold Rada accountable for the things that he says. But nobody wants to do that, do they? Everybody's so careful about who they attack. And they think like it's so easy to attack certain people because they're not going to do anything. So that's bullying. That is what bullying is you're attacking someone knowing that they're not going to go back at you because maybe their army is smaller or something. And they, I don't know, boost their self-esteem or something. But you never had self-esteem in the first place if you have to bully to feel good. It was never present to begin with. You know, I don't have all the answers for things on the internet. I really don't. But, you know, I don't know. No, I didn't block you yet. Maybe Poon did. Poon, did you block Evil Terry? I like what's waiting for me there even more. Aww. Oh my gosh. That is so sweet. Aww. She knows that too, okay? You got a strange word filter, Shells. Strange word filter. Wait, what was it? And how do you even know? Won't it show up still whenever you put it in? Or does it just automatically not show up? Or did you have to refresh it? Like, what's the process of this? But I don't have strange as one of the words. But I do have some words in there. I might even have bully in there. Maybe. Because people keep calling me a bully. So why would I want to see that word? You know, if it doesn't affect me, you know, it's an accusation. That's all. Well, I hope that I answered some of your questions and gave some insightful information to people. So I hope that everyone has a great night and take good care of yourself. You too, Evil Terry. Bye. You're a technocrat, not an anarchist. Techno rat. Bye.